Hello darlings, happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're fine and well. So I am being guided to follow on a bit of a video with regards to what I posted about the other night in my bonnet. So for anyone who is experiencing any yucky energy from somebody, this is a message for those who have been sending out that energy. If you have been sending out that type of energy, there's another way of looking at this, and I'm going to try and educate you for those who see this, or for those who have been on the receiving end of that energy, and if you are still friendly with those people, perhaps you can educate them with what I'm about to say. If you have been sending out yucky energy because people have moved away from you, chances are they've moved away from you because your energy has not been in the alignment that it might have been. And there could have been some jealousy, evil eye, particularly if it's women who've done it. And it could be someone competing with you, or just competing with women in general. That is usually from a wound of deep insecurity, among other things. And I say this out of knowledge, not condescending energy or patronizing somebody. It's awareness, all right? So if you are really feeling the need to compete all the time, that's wounded, distorted feminine energy. And it's probably because that's how you were brought up, or there's a deep wound of you feeling really insecure that you're projecting out to others in the form of narcissism, or having a very high opinion of yourself, or an inflated ego. But really, it's a mask you're wearing. But to those who are doing this, that mask is causing you to lose lots of people around you because they don't want to be around that type of energy. So my advice to you, if someone is moving away from you, take it as an opportunity to self-reflect and to go, do you know what, something clearly is happening here. People have moved away from me, blah, 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 blah. Let's go within and see what's happening. And if you're connecting with your higher self, they will say, if your higher self is your future self, they will say, well, look, this is what you've been doing and this has upset people, and, you know, you need to be aware of it, kind of vibe. So it's, yes, karma exists, and if you continue to send out that energy, then by goodness, you will pay that karma, because she doesn't leave anybody out. But if you are open to learning something from this, and this is me being compassionate towards anybody who's been in this position, i.e. the ones sending out the yucky energy because people have moved away from them and they're angry or upset, or, you know, they feel like people have turned against them. Go within and find out why people have gone away from you, because it won't be for no reason. You don't just suddenly stop liking somebody or stop caring about somebody, or you don't just suddenly feel the ick with their energy. There's usually a culmination of things, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna go on too much about it. I'm going to do a collective because I think we'll need one now. Saturn is in retrograde. So let's see what you need to know or be aware of with these energies. This might be a short collective. It might not. We'll see. The sun. Ooh, okay. Ugh. Anxiety, deceit. All right, you could have found out something about these people. We've got the world. I will clarify and see what it's about. We've got the heart chakra. Okay. What else do we need to know? Community. Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay. I'm not getting good vibes of this, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see what it means. Spirit, please can you clarify the Sun? Queen of Cups. Yeah. Okay. I immediately get good calm with that, to be honest. But when you're in the Sun energy and when you come out as the Queen of Cups, for me personally, when I'm channeling tarot messages or channeling messages through tools which are tarot or, you know, a divination tool, when I see the Queen of Cups, I always see her as my ultimate divine feminine. But it isn't necessarily everyone else's interpretation. But I'm the one doing the channeling, and that's what I'm interpreting with that. And that is a very loving energy to be in. That sounded really egotistical then. I'm the one doing the channeling. I don't mean it like that, obviously. But the Queen of Cups is this really, I get this sort of dainty, soft, feminine, loving, nurturing, kind space. Especially with it clarifying the Sun. But let's see what the anxiety is all about, please. The High Priestess. So some of you have been very anxious about something that could have been done to you. It's very collective at the moment, and if you need any help clearing it, I've been doing clearings the last few days. What I would suggest you do is get booked in somewhere. If you come to me, great. If you go somewhere else, really and truly go where you need to go and get it done, right? In person, online, whatever. Just go and get it done. This is somebody who's feeling rather smug because they think they've affected your finances. This is a really yucky energy. So I'll go back to what I said at the beginning of this message. Basically, if you are someone sending out neggy energy in the hope that someone's going to have a downfall off the result of what you're manifesting, you need to really go within and you need to work on yourself and you need to stop with this yucky energy because it's only going to reward you with fucking nasty energy back. It's only going to reward you with, you know, you're hoping someone fails in a business sense. Guess what? Who's going to fail more than them? You. If you're putting out that energy of, oh, I hope someone fails. I hope they do this. I hope they do that. It's you who's going to receive all of that. The universe doesn't understand who you're talking about. It will think it's you. So if you're saying out loud, they'll think it's you, right? Clarify the world. Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning on the horizon here for many of you. Clarify the 4th chakra. I wanted to say when I saw the Queen of Cups, this is heart space energy as well. And then the 4th chakra, which is obviously the heart, is clarified by the Sun. So we've got the Sun twice. And it's just beautiful energy. It really is. And it just shows you when you put love into something, you get a better result. So yes, for those of you who have been sent this yucky, horrible energy, where possible, I know it's really, really hard, but where possible, try to send them compassion and like loving thoughts because they need it. Clarify community, please. Queen of Pentacles. You have your community around you, femme. You have your community around you. You're probably being guided, a lot of you here, to collaborate as well. There's like a collaboration energy I'm getting with that. Then we have Temperance and the 10 of Cups. Oh, I say, that's a beautiful energy. You've got, some of you really have got a new beginning coming. A balanced relationship coming. And you're going to be celebrating about that. Because you've got on and just put your head down and focused on you. You've got these amazing things coming for you. Anything else? There's going to be an ending to all the shit. There's going to be an ending to all the shit. And if someone is using magic, dark intention, whatever, it's going to be ended. Some of you have had to go through it so you can feel it. Yeah, all of this shit is going to be ended. Some of you have had to go through it so you can feel the energy. To one, be aware, but two, get rid of it, get it cleared. And then maybe, you know, educate people on it in some capacity. It is over. The cycle is closing out with this shit. For those that are seeing this. I mean, I'm not saying it's closing out all around because it just depends on what's going on in your life. But for those seeing this collective, that cycle of heaviness is going. It's been intense. It's not nice at all, actually. What's on the horizon with this, please? for those seeing this message, what is on the horizon here? Free. Blessing in disguise. Afflicting pain. Emotionally aware. This is a thing, Spirit's making you aware, if you weren't, that someone has been trying to do something. We've got sidetracked. And that could be you being sidetracked by stuff going on here. Purify. I am going to clarify though and see what else you need to be aware of. Clarify the free card. The Eight of Swords. Feeling freer and no longer trapped like you were. Blessing in disguise is clarified by the Three of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Swords. There's been a block and that's why you haven't seen this person, spoken to them. I do appreciate that someone who's trying to make life difficult for you is causing you to be a bit defensive, but just get the cords cut. Look, get the cords cut. Again, I can help you with that. Emotionally aware is clarified by the Strength card. So, you know, try to be kind to yourself. Yeah, meditate. Do your practices that help you calm, whatever that is. If it's going to the gym, if it's going for a swim, if it's having a cold plunge, if it's going to get your hair done, if it's going to have a facial, if it's going to spend time with family, with friends, whatever it is you want to do. I do feel for a lot of you that you need to be near water. Clarify sidetracked. The Ace of Swords. All right, any more with that, please? Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody has been trying to distract you with this bullshit behavior. And in a way, it's like, I wouldn't say it's distracted you from your, it has distracted you, but not, how do I say it? This group of people, whoever have been trying to send out these yucky energies, they've been trying to cause problems in your life, but you're aware of it, and that's kept you sidetracked from other stuff going on in your life because you've been focused on trying to work out, well, who is this? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? And I get it, I do. I understand why you feel the need. And like, this person's looking at a phone. Maybe you've been looking at something through a secret account, or maybe someone's been watching you from a secret account, and you're like, yeah, because there's a spying account here, there's a spying energy here. I just said spying account, so clearly someone's been creating spying accounts to watch you. They can't affect you that much, but what you have to do, especially if you've been on the receiving end of these neggy energies, is look at the positive in your life rather than focusing on the negative. Clarify the purify. Five of Swords. It all will be cleared and balanced, and this tells me massively get in water. Get in water. Get around water. Water's going to help you cleanse any yuckiness. And I would also say get yourself salt, like a salt scrub or pink Himalayan salt, sea salt, and scrub yourself in the shower each time you have one in the morning after you've been sleeping, because some of these people can try and come in your dreams. Yeah, there you go, confirmation. Thank you for that confirmation, Spirit. Look at that. That is the Nine of Swords. That is someone who's not sleeping great, and it could be because they're getting some kind of spiritual attack in dream state. It could be a number of things. It's just something you need to trust you can work through with the Page of Cups. You can work through it, but you need to be kind to yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. And as much as possible, please try and stay in a compassionate energy. I know it's hard, especially when you're under the, you know, when someone's trying to influence or like target you, or they're trying to make life difficult for you. do understand they will pay karma for it. And, you know, while we want to try and stay on the positive and focus on the positive rather than the negative, this, for those who do this sort of energy, you know, like who send this sort of energy out to others to cause trouble and disruption and difficulty, they need to understand that it's actually a time to self-reflect. Rather than not take accountability for your actions, how about you take accountability and you sit with yourself and you go, do you know what? I've not been a very nice person. And it's collective. I think the masculines are putting up with this sort of stuff as well. They're like, I can't fucking talk. Apologies for that. I feel like the masculines are dealing with this too, where they are encountering people who ordinarily they would probably be more agreeable with, and now they're like, do you know fucking what? Nope, I'm not having anything to do with you. Or it's a no from me. You're not good for me. You're no good for me, you know? And this is the thing, when you're dealing with people who attack without knowing sometimes your nervous system, if you spent time with someone and you suddenly feel drained, or you feel sick, or you feel headachy or nauseous or something like that, there's a chance that they could have been trying to take your energy. Again, it could be subconsciously, it doesn't matter. They've done it and you feel drained and you're like, oh God. If there are people like you that I've just described, that I've just described around you, then in the nicest way, you need to extradite yourself from them. You need to remove yourself from them. You need to get the fuck away from them, if it's all possible, okay? I know it's really difficult to do that sometimes, especially if it's family that could be causing it, but for a lot of you, I feel like it's been friends, or maybe even frenemies, okay? Do be aware that not everybody wants your boat to float. Some want it to sink. I said what I said. So be careful, okay? Right. Anything else that this collective needs to see, understand, be aware of? The Magician. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is this a good magician or a negative? Right, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, we've got Temperance. Five of Swords. Now, it actually says Revenge on the card. This is the only card deck that says Revenge for the Five of Swords, okay? Normally, I would see it as mental conflict. Someone's happy that they've caused difficulty, third-party energy. Okay. This is really quite focused. We've got the Chariot and we've got the Seven of Swords, which is deceit. So we do have a deceitful little fuckwit at work here. I'm not going to be nice about it. I'll be compassionate to a degree, but this is coming in, this channeling, quite significantly. You need to understand, just as I need coffee right now. 1 second. All right, let's see what this is all about. Clarify the Magician, please. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So, yes, I think this is you, actually, fam. I think this is you seeing through the bullshit of someone's actions. You've picked up on someone's actions and you're like, do you know fucking what? You're out. You had chance after chance after chance after chance. I am not dealing with your shit anymore. I send you away with love, but never darken my door again. Okay? Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. The Moon. Clarify Temperance. Five of Cups. Two of Swords. Okay. You may want to take revenge on this person because of what they've put you through. For the love of God and all that's holy, don't. Do not do that. Don't do anything. Don't do any return to sender spells or anything like that. Now, if you say to your spirit team, look, if anyone or if that person comes anywhere near me again, when you know they've done something, if they come anywhere near me again, kindly protect my energy and kindly send it back. That is acceptable. But when you're actually physically doing a ritual, you got to be careful. And the thing is, what you say also spells. So be very careful what you say, okay? Be very careful. But honestly, if somebody has hurt you, caused trouble, caused difficulties, blocked you in a number of ways, then I'm sorry, they do deserve karma for that, especially if you've done nothing to them, right? So saying out loud to your spirit team, please protect my energy, make sure if they come anywhere near me again that the energy is sent back to them if they're sending any more. You know, you can wrap yourself in mirrors face outwards so that any energy coming towards you bounces off. I have helped people understand that a lot. Clarify the magician. Sorry, the chariot. The Eight of Cups. Tell me more. Yeah, this is somebody you moved away from. You moved away from a third party situation here yourself. Now, this is not romantic. This is someone who is causing you confusion and chaos. Feminine, this is for you. But I do think for the masculines, they've also moved away from something like this energy as well. So you could be on a par with one another here, or some kind of parallel life, okay? In Cancer season, this is what's happened. In Cancer season, or thereabouts in Cancer season, a lot of you have moved away from somebody who was causing trouble and was causing you to do this. Like, for fuck's sake, what the fuck is going on? Like that, right? They were causing confusion and chaos, and you were umming and ahhing whether this person was to be trusted or not. And understandably, you gave them chance after chance. And then you were like, you know, fucking what? No, enough's enough. And then you cut them out. You cut them out because you realised they were dabbling in dark arts. They were dabbling in shit they didn't fucking know, right? Clarify the Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. Eventually, they're going to realise that their deceit has caused them a lot of loneliness. See how this dude sat under the fucking tree on his own going, oh my God, look at what a dick I've been. I've lost all these people. I'm very forlorn. I'm very apathetic and acting like I've not done anything wrong when I'm actually the fucking problem. I am the problem. And this person here is going to realise when they do some self-reflection that they are the issue, not you and not anyone else. They're going to realise it's them that are the issue. Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're going to realise it. And they're going to realise, oh, shit. Okay. And that's when they're going to like move away from this energy of, shit, I need to actually do something here to become a better version of myself. But they're going to need to spend some time alone, self-reflecting and looking at how they've deceived people. Jeez, that's quite an empowered, it's an empowered message for those people who've been doing this nasty shit. They, you know, they can come back from it. Whether they come back to you or not, fam, I don't know whether that ship sailed and you're like, nah, fuck that, there's too much water gone under the bridge. However, in some cases, you may be more forgiving and be like, no, you know what, people do deserve a second chance. As long as you're not coming near me with that kind of fucking energy again, absolutely, I'll let you in. But for some of you, you've been burnt so much in the past by these types of people, you're not going to entertain them again. And I can tell you that will be okay. All right? Okay, what else does this collective watching need to understand? Reconcile. Romance. I told you some of you have got romance on the way. Some of you have got romance. Feminine, you've got romance on the way. Oh, marriage. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, some of you have got a declaration. Love on the way. Fucking hell. Oh! Rebound. New relationship, moving on quickly. Now, I am going to, and then we've got career. I am going to clarify that because I'm not getting a vibe that I don't feel this rebound one in particular is someone new, somebody you know is or connected to is dealing with. I don't get the vibe it's that. I feel like it's more it could be seen as a rebound, possibly from a breakdown of a marriage. But we'll see what comes through. No, I don't want them. Let's go to these. Clarify, reconcile. The Hangman in reverse. Okay. Clarify, romance. Six of Pentacles. Someone wants to bring balance to you. Clarify, feminine. Queen of Wands and the Unknown card. It's all meant to be a surprise, Spirit is saying. But some of you genuinely do have marriage on the way. Clarify rebound. The Tower. Oh, okay. And now I know what it's to do with now. And then we've got career clarified by the Lovers. So, you know, there are some, and then we've got the High Priestess as well. And then we've got the Hierophant. Interesting. You know, you have just focused on your own lives and work, purpose, getting healthy, getting strong. And this is bringing in a number of different options here for you in terms of possibly your purpose. I mean, for some of you, you could have been attracting in all kinds of suitors, to be fair, but this is very symbolic divine counterpart energy I'm getting with that, to be honest. Especially with the career, because that's the recognition of a purpose together. Some of you might even see your counterpart in a work capacity. I don't know whether you've worked with them in the corporate world or you just know them through a work capacity. It looks like you're going to be seeing them soon in a work capacity. And you're aware of this. Now, I want to clarify something here. Tell me more about this rebound. Okay. So, yeah, I get it. So, for those of you where your masculine decided to bugger off to meet or align with someone else, really respectfully, really and truthfully sorry, they had lessons to learn, right? And you can teach them. So, you know, and it wasn't the right time for anything between you and them, because it would have just been a proper, they didn't want you to be the rebound, but they needed a rebound and they didn't want that to be you, right? So they've obviously aligned with someone else who's probably had to teach them lessons in some capacity here. But they're realizing how much they want the commitment with you. Tell me more. Yeah, the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. There's your truth. Like, they've had to cut you out at times because they were dealing with a long-standing karmic cycle, but they want stability with you, Mr. King of Cups or Mrs. Queen of Cups. They want stability with you, and they realize you and them are very special to one another. And this is why these endings have had to take place. And then we've got the Death card underneath. So there's definitely this vibe that cycles have been closing out. And I don't think they're with anyone else now, but had they been involved with someone else, or if they were previously, that makes them think you might be a bit defensive with them and a bit like, well, you're gonna have to work fucking hard to win me round, Buddy Jim. Buddy Jim. Sunny Jim is what I meant to say. I said Buddy Jim. Wow. I don't even know. I don't even know where that came from, but anyway, here we are. So there's some interesting energies around. That's what it feels like. But also, because they want to get with you and like tie you down quite quickly, not gonna lie, that's why it might look like a rebound relationship as well with you. Because it feels like for some of them, they're going to separate with someone soon and then get with you quite quickly after, because they just don't want to waste time. And I do feel that in these journeys, especially the Divine Counterpart to Inflame journey, it will come together how it's supposed to. But if the Divine align it that way, you got to go with it. Okay. Let's see what else you need to be aware of. Anything else we need to be aware of here for the collective watching? Bouquet? The bouquet residence lady of the house speaking. R.I.P. Patricia Ratledge. I can't talk, good Lord. R.I.P. Patricia Ratledge. But this is about being happy and love and expression, and maybe someone's going to be buying you flowers soon. We have the Stork, which is new beginnings, transformation, change. Oh, good Lord. We have the birds. We have the fucking whip. your person's happy place. Oh, right, okay, we have coffin. Yeah, okay. This is to do with karmic endings, people. We have child and we have the tower. Yeah, there could be some gossip going on here as well. But the birds is about, it's a chatty communication card, but it can be about debating. It can be a nervous energy. It can also be, believe it or not, about ADHD. Clarify the queen of, clarify the bouquet, and we've got the moon. Clarify store. Oh dear Lord. Okay, we do have some drama here. Clarify birds. There's definitely someone been gossiping. Yeah, your emperor has been going through some really, really difficult tests. Really, and that's why things have had to take the time they've taken. And with the coffin clarified by the the Knight of Pentacles, this is a non-starter energy. This is an energy of, yeah, nothing's happening right now. Because this has been going on. These things have got to close out. But there's going to be an ending to this non-action. Clarify child. Yeah, they're determined to make something happen with you. Why have we got Mars, the ruler of destruction here? The world in reverse. Okay, so they've had to close out these cycles. And, you know, for a lot of these masculines, they're on their own dealing with drama and karmic shit. They're on their own. Leo season's going to be very, very powerful for a lot of these connections. Seven of Pentacles. Could be dealing with something to do with money here as well in Leo season. They do want to see you though. Some of them do want to see you. But it all depends on how the karmic shit's going. But I feel like they want to see you in a social setting and a talk and like connecting with one another properly. And yeah, overcome some stuff. Heal some balances in this dynamic that you got. Yeah, move away from yucky, heavy energies. You might have had some shambolic things happen in your connection, which are all divinely guided, but it feels like your connection is coming into balance soon. It may already be there, to be honest. There is a bit of an excitement energy collectively. I mean, feminine are just getting on with their life, and masculines too, obviously, are getting on with their lives. But there is this sort of inner knowing of good change on the horizon, you know? So let's see what else we get here. What else do we need to be aware of? Those seeing this. I knew this was going to come out. The sneaky, snaky, karmic, underhand deceit, lies, secrets. Triggered. So some of you could be triggered at the moment, or your masculines might be. We've got manifest, law of attraction within reach. That to me is positive. But let's see what else comes out. We've got clarity. So there could be somebody reaching clarity on something here to do with karmic energies. We've got nostalgia. Could be to do with childhood. We've got illusions. Everything is not as it seems. So there are some things that you probably don't know about coming through here. And then we've got date, offer, and commitment. So, interesting. All right. Clarify sneaky. 5 Pentacles. Oh, God. The karmics are trying to make out they've not got enough money to live off. Sorry, that's just coming through really strongly. They're trying to make out there's not enough money somewhere, and they need more money. They need something. They are trying to get more money. And it's causing your counterpart a lot of trouble because they'd already organised something, or they'd already set plans in motion, set wheels in motion, and the karmics are trying to underhand them, underplay them, or be underhand. Clarify triggered. So it's causing Knight of Swords, it's causing some destruction in your counterpart's life. Clarify, manifest. Clarify, manifest. Oh, bollocks. The Six of Gems, but it came in reverse. So, and it says generosity as well. So it's in the reverse energy. So this is sort of saying that these karmic energies are working with the law of attraction to cause trouble. Okay. Clarify, clarity. Eight of Swords. They're aware of this, but it has kept them stuck at times. Clarify, nostalgia. The Devil. All they can remember, like normally this is quite a happy card, but honestly it isn't in this sense, because all they can remember is the shit they've dealt with this person and how restricted they have felt at times. And they're like, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. Clarify, illusions. Okay, so we've got Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. You don't know everything, but they want to explain some things to you. They want to explain some things to you. Anything else? Yeah, they want to explain some things to you. And it could be to do with children, with the pages. It could absolutely be something to do with children. I do get a strong sense that the karmic feminine probably is trying to get more money for the kids, but they're not actually spending it on the kids, they're spending it on themselves. Particularly if in a marriage they were in before, or relationship they were in before, your person was very generous with them and spoilt them rotten, and they're trying to get that back. They're trying to still get more of that, even though they're not with your person anymore. It's that sort of energy. Okay, clarify the offer. Apprentice of Gems. Efficiency. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Right, so your person, all they want to do is come and make things right with you, and whatever that means, it will lead to a new beginning, a new opportunity. And like I said, some of you could be seeing them in a workspace capacity, or you might, if you work in the corporate world together, you may discover you're going to have a meeting with them on Zoom or something, or you're actually going to see them in person. There could be other reasons you see them as well, but you do need to be aware that the karmic feminine and karmic people around them are trying to cause trouble in their life. But it is part of their ascension journey, and with the world coming out, these things are closing out gradually. Yeah, but it is sending your person into a bit of a, ooh, I don't know whether I can be stable emotionally at the moment. I'm a bit all over the place, and you are their safe space. So they will come back to this place where they feel healed in that regard, and they will feel rejuvenated in their own energy, but they've just got to give themselves time to recover effectively. But you're their really happy place. You need to understand that. You really are this person's happy place. Okay, I don't want to talk too much longer. I know, famous last words. Hour later. Let's see what these bad boys have got to say for the messages that your person might wish for you to know. What messages do you have, Spirit? That was a really shit shuffle. Let's try that again. Is anybody watching Dutton Ranch? Oh my actual Lord. I loved Beth and Rip in Yellowstone, and I loved Yellowstone, right? I watched Marshalls, which is another spin-off with Casey, and I really enjoyed it. I know there's been a few people who are like, oh no, we don't like Marshalls, blah, blah, blah. I enjoyed it, but I like cowboys and cowgirls. And Indians as well, because there's some of them in there too. But the Dutton Ranch, the characters in it, just watch it. Just watch it. But what I love is the relationship between Beth and Rip, because when she's been a spicy feral gremlin, he still loves her unconditionally. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. When you could be a bit spicy with your masculine and a bit like raw with them and a bit, they're still going to love you unconditionally. But you have to understand, if all they've ever dealt with is someone being quite nasty and difficult and underhand with them at times, you being cold and uncaring, granted you need to do what you need to do to work through something, but try not to live in that place, snake underneath the deck. Try not to live in that place, because it just breeds real difficulty into your connection. And you want to be, where possible, aligning in the journey from a place of love and unconditional love and compassion, and like all your person wants to do is come towards you and hold you and tell you how they feel, and they're working through the blocks that are stopping them doing that at the moment. But they have got someone around them, or people around them, who are difficult. We've got twin flames, first card out. For a lot of you watching this, your person knows who you are to one another. Person stabbed in the back and ascending. Yeah, they're feeling quite stabbed in the back at the minute, and not because of anything you've done. No, but these journeys, some of these masculines do have to be stabbed in the back, the way you have to be stabbed in the back with them. We've got abundance. It's all flowing. Butterfly. Sorry, I apologise. Dragonfly, which is things coming to light. Maybe your person's seeing things. Maybe they're realising, holy fuck, I was actually stabbed in the back quite horrendously there. Healthy choices. They're trying to make healthy choices in their life. They're trying to do right by their children, by their family members, by friends, by their clients, you know, by you. We've got the runner. I like you. Do you know what I'm getting with that card? I'm feeling like that's them running towards you because they're realising, oh my God, I didn't treat that person how they deserved, and I want to make up for it. I want to make things right. I want to connect and tell them how I feel, like properly tell them how I feel. But this is all divinely guided. The Phoenix. Yeah, there's a transformation stage. They want to rekindle with you. Tell me more. Clock takes time, needs time, in time, time to heal. So they're doing the healing work. A lot of them are doing their healing work. We've got date, which is what they want to do with you, and we've got not enough. So they've got to work through a few things here. I just get the feeling some of these karmic feminines have said to your masculine recently something like this. I'm quoting this. This is not me saying this. This is a bit of a download I've had come through for the collective masculines, and this is why I do feel a lot of compassion for them. The masculines have received words like this from that person who they used to love very, very much, and probably will always love them to a degree because they may have children with them, right? So it's the mother of children that they will always hold some love for. But at the minute, they don't particularly like them. And I feel like some of these feminines have turned around to your counterpart and said something like this. Well, you're never going to meet somebody that you can satisfy in bed, are you? You're never going to make someone happy. I pray that you never have a happy relationship again. But there's a real focus I'm getting on their bedroom prowess, if you like. And it's almost like they've turned around and said, basically, you're shit in that department and you're never going to satisfy a woman. You're never going to be able to find those buttons to push correctly. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've been really nasty. And your person has taken it to heart. And then that's made them question if they have got what it takes to be your partner. And that's where they're like, am I good enough for this person? Like, am I really good enough for this person? Because, you know, that person's made me feel like shit. But that's what karmics do. Sometimes they're just guided to say certain things, so it does trigger your person. So it makes them go, okay, well, I need to clearly do some healing around this. And the rejection wound and the abandonment wound. And it's more so men that are told. It's very rarely women that are told you shit in bed. I don't mean to be horrible. It's very rarely women that are told they're not good enough in the bedroom department. It's usually men. It's usually men. And I just get this sense that these masculines have had to hear some really nasty words from someone they used to love very, very much. So this is where you, feminine, have to be like quite compassionate about stuff. And don't get me wrong, you've also most likely heard some very nasty things at the hands of other people that you were in a relationship with. I know I have. And I've forgiven all those words that have been said to me. I have forgiven them and forgotten them, to be honest, because forgiveness is for you, it's not for anyone else. Being angry is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work. But I do feel for these masculines, because I honestly think, especially if they're quite of sensitive disposition and their soon to be their ex-partner knows that this is something that's one of their attributes in a way. It's not a downfall to be sensitive, but it can be used against you in cruel ways, and karmics know how to do that. They know how to twist the knife in. And I just think for a lot of them, they've heard some really horrible stuff, and like, your next partner's never going to be like satisfied with you, or you're not going to make enough money for them, or it's just really derogatory shit, you know. And your person's, in some cases, they've taken that to heart, and they're like, oh, and it might have affected your connection a little bit. But let me be clear, if you're so tapped into their energy the way I think you are, you will know there's some kind of shift, and you'll be able to tap in and say, listen, are you okay? And they'll be like, no, not really. This has happened, or this has happened, or this has happened. And you'll be able to, it's not that you have to do this, but if you choose to, energetically, 717 in the time, well, 4717, but 717 is a very powerful meet up rendezvous number for twin flames, divine counterparts. It's usually sexual energy as well, not gonna lie. But, you know, if they have said certain things to your person, you can then be like, well, look, whatever they've said, let me reassure you, that's a load of fucking bollocks, okay? You got nothing to worry about. And then you just go about your day. Like, sometimes just hearing a tiny bit of something from you telepathically is enough for them to get on with their day. Now, you, feminine, need to be in a place where you don't need to hear from them, because you can get on with your day regardless. But your masculines, they tend to really get, like, I don't want to say the word abandonment issues, but some of them do get separation anxiety with the telepathy, especially if they can't talk to you the way they want to in the 3D because they're being watched, or it's just not appropriate, or, you know, it's not the right time. But yet telepathically they want to tell you so much. If you can feel a shift in their energy that tells you something has been said to them that's really upset them or angered them in some way, maybe, if you just tap in and just be this loving, unconditional, look, are you okay? I'm here if you need anything. By all means, reach out to me and talk to me if you want to. You know, I'd speak to you. I think sometimes they just need a little bit of that. They need that nurturing, not mothering. No. This isn't about you being their mother. No. This is about you offering compassion and nurturing love, but not being someone who mollycoddles them. You're just giving them, you give them space, but you're also saying, look, I understand you're not in a great place. If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. But ultimately, you know, I am here for you, but I am just living my life. And you've got to sort of be prepared to just move away, because sometimes they don't want the help. They just want to know that you're there so that they can say something to you and then feel safe in your energetic embrace. And that helps them then certainly not feed the karmic situation, but I would say fight back. It helps them stand in their power when you empower them, because you're empowered in your own energy. You don't need anyone else to do it for you. But you can sometimes empower your masculine to go, do you know fucking what? my feminine has stood up to the other people. They've stood in their power. They've taken their power back from certain situations and environments. I'm going to do the same. And for a lot of them, that's what they're doing. They are standing up to these people. And that could be another reason why the karmic feminines in particular are in their face, like kicking off and being nasty. But really and truly, what they're trying to do is distract from the fact that they're trying to get more money in a lot of cases. They're trying to get more money, or they're trying to get more influence over your counterpart. And your counterpart's well within the right to go, no, that bullshit worked before. It's not going to work now. Like, so, yeah, they're dealing with a lot. They're dealing with a lot, and they need the space, they need the time, they need your loving. Ooh, that's deep. They need your loving energy, but it's not that they need you to come to them in person and say, I'm here, talk to me. No, it's not that. They need to know you're there energetically. And this is where you can choose to support them or go, do you know what? Fuck you. You've not done this for me. You've not done that for me. You've not done the other for me. Why is there a what the fuck? Go away. It wasn't a spider. It was one of those tiny little annoying insects that are fucking minute. Not quite a gnat, but near it. This is where unconditional love comes in. And you go, do you know what? I'm going to love you regardless of what's happened between us. Because I know it was a soul lesson, and I know everything that's gone on is to do with the soul, right? It's soul frequency. You are one soul. You are split in two. In some cases, some of you have more masculines because one's had to come in and awaken you so that you can be prepared for the new one or for the other one. I don't know. Everyone's journey is different, but some of you do have a soul split into three. It's just interesting to see how everything is unfolding, but if the masculine hasn't learned the lessons they need to learn, then there's going to be more blocks put in place by the divine until they stand up for themselves, until they learn the lesson. And some of them really and truly do have to be quite direct with these other women, these karmic feminines. In a lot of cases. Or karmic people, should we say. And you do, maybe you need to stand up to somebody. Maybe you need to go, do you know fucking what? It's a no from me. I don't want to do that. No, sorry. Done. Anyway, I'm going to get some messages because I haven't done a reading since last Monday. Wowzers, that's a bit naughty, isn't it? Okay. What do the masculines who I am channeling now, collectively, what is it they wish to say to their feminine counterpart? I feel as though I self-sabotaged our connection. You bring me so much light around my dark world. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You bring so much light to my dark world. You deserve the best. I miss this. Oh, fucking hell, that's a bit deep. I miss the taste of your kisses. I felt the moment I saw you. Yeah, some of them did. They met you and they were like that. Okay, who is this? And you were like, okay, who is this? But you thought, yeah, some of you might have been taken by them straight away. But this is the thing, the masculines fall first. The masculines actually awaken you, and then you awaken spiritually. But they have the feelings for you a lot of the time first. Or they notice you first, and they go, okay, they're different. And they're fascinated by you immediately. When I'm with you, it feels electric. I cannot help but check your social media. Nosy little buggers, aren't they? Intensity, I can't talk. The intensity between us scares me. Can I take you out on a date? Yes, you can, whoever you are. Would you ever give me another chance? You are my best friend. Oh. Do you know what? If you've had a really good relationship and friendship with this person, regardless of whether anything's happened with you, like intimacy-wise or physically, if you've had a friendship, they really miss your friendship. I find it hard to express my emotions. Yeah, this is what I mean. They want to tell you so much, but they're afraid. I feel like a lot of these masculines are secretly quite romantic, and they've probably been very romantic with a previous partner or previous partners, and they've realised now it feels like it was almost wasted energy because the other person didn't appreciate it, and they know with you, you will. I mean, who doesn't want to be romanced? Who doesn't want to have poems written to them? Who doesn't want to have flowers bought every now and again? Like, it's nice to have flowers. Fucking hell, I can't remember the last time I was bought flowers, apart from when I buy them myself. I mean, there's been a few over the last few years, but they weren't dates. They were, oh God, no, no, let's just not go there. No, they were not dates. They were whatever the fuck they were. They weren't even situationships. They were people probably trying to take me out on a date and I wasn't interested. I find when you're on this journey of enlightenment and growth spiritually and doing healing work and pulling everything back to you, celibacy really is important because you don't want to share that energy with just anyone, you know? Right, Carly's cards. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? What do you have to say? Let's see if we can get this to an hour. I don't know where that really strange noise came from. What do you want to say? Oh, stay focused on your goals. Yeah, absolutely feminine. You know the drill. You are the strongest person I know. I'm exhausted right now and need to heal. Yeah, well, a lot of you feel that way, so that's totally understandable. I do love you even though it doesn't appear that way, or even if it doesn't appear that way. I love you, indefinity. I used to read that as indefinitely, and that was me being dyslexic. Whoopsie. We're going from strength to strength. And any more for any more, I was about to say then, and apparently it was always you. My heart is yours always. Oh, that's what I mean. It was always you. They knew. As soon as they met you, they were like that. Okay. It's like that, is it, Spirit? It's like that, is it, universe? Okay. But obviously, for some of them, they may have been in other situations. For a lot, my love for you will never fade. They will have been in other situations, so they couldn't do anything about it. But clearly, you know, things have unfolded, and in a lot of cases, for those who are seeing this, you've got a counterpart going through a separation, a legal separation, possibly a divorce. It's not a trial situation. I don't even know what that word was. I couldn't tell you. It's not a trial separation. Fuck me. I cannot talk. Your masculines clearly have a lot to say, because I'm just like that. And it's not fucking light language. But they clearly have a lot to say to you. And yeah, they're not in trial separations. They are in a final separation. Because after this becomes a new beginning for you guys. Obviously, once the time is correct, it's going to happen how it's meant to. I mean, for some of you, it's going to unfold throughout the rest of the year, autumn onwards, I would say. And for others, you know, you might build a friendship with them, and then it begins to be more romantic based next year. I don't know, but it's very interesting. If you would like me to look into your own personal journey, then you know what to do. Message me on my email, zoe@thesassyspiritualist.co.uk, or head over to TikTok or Instagram on the details below. But yeah, there's a lot that's come through in that. Do bear in mind as well, just going back to the whole protect your energy, work with your team more and connect in with your spirit team. And if there's things that you are not doing hygienically that you need to do, get on it and do it, because it will make a big difference to you, supporting your own immunity, your own nervous system. Do what you feel you need to do. And like I say, salt showers are really powerful. Saging, how often you need to. I mean, sage removes every energy, so clearly you don't want to be doing sage all the time, but like saging your house once a week with the windows, doors open, that works. But Palo Santo as well, and sage is anti-clockwise, Palo Santo is clockwise, because you're adding the energy and intention back in, okay? And Palo Santo will remove dark energy as well, but really and truly you want to use Palo Santo to add the light. So use sage to remove everything, clean slate, and then start again adding intention in clockwise with Palo Santo. I'm gonna leave that there. Lots of